Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Doctor, hello everybody. Today I'll be discussing the social cultural theory of communication. This theory emphasizes on how social cultural contexts shape our communication pattern. Okay. We start off with what is the definition. Yeah? The social cultural theory is a psychological theory that explains how social and cultural factors influence how people develop, think, feel, and act. It was developed by a Russian guy, a Russian psychologist by the name of Lev Vygotsky. Okay, social cultural theory uh, posits that social and cultural contexts are inseparable. They are merged together from communication processes. It highlights the interplay of common meaning, symbols, and ritual in shaping individual interaction and understanding. Okay, next. The key concept, the social cultural theory revolves around three main concepts, which is cultural context, uh, social context, and symbols. For cultural context, this includes shared values, belief, and custom that guide communication within society. As for the social context, uh, this refers on how relationships, events, and power dynamics influence our interactions. So it is more on people context. So the next one is symbols and rituals. These are the verbal and non-verbal signals, as well as recurring patterns of action that reinforce cultural norms. So these are the three main factors, the key ideas on this theory. Let us now move on to the next one on the historical background. Yeah, the roots of this theory can be traced back to early contributors like Benjamin Wolff, Edward Sapir, and Bronislaw Malinowski. Excuse me, it's very hard for me to pronounce the Russian name. In the 20th century, scholars like Mikhail Bakhtin and Lev Vygotsky further developed these ideas, exploring concepts like dialectism and sociocultural development. As you can see, the foundation of sociocultural theory was believed to be first explored by sociologists and anthropologists. And then we have people like scholars like Benjamin Waff, Edward Sapir, and uh, this guy just now, Bronislaw. Yeah, and for the 20th century, we have people like, hold on, yeah, can't really see this. Mikhail Bakhtin. Yeah. So let's now move on to the next slide. The framework. Uh, so it consists of ritual, symbols, and common meaning. Recurrent patterns of action that hold symbolic meaning within the culture. So this is known as ritual. For symbol, both verbal and non-verbal are tools for conveying ideas, belief, and values. Common meaning emerge from shared culture, experience, and interaction. So basically, in some uh, culture, some what do you call it? You can say a small community, they will have to be able to engage with this theory somehow or other because it is intertwined, yeah? On ritual, symbolism, and common meanings. So this would be the playground, yeah, for this theory. Let us now move on to the next on discussion or applications. Social-cultural theory applicably extend across various communication environments, providing valuable insights into how culture and society influence communication practices. It also provides framework for understanding how society and culture shape communication channel, rituals, symbols, meaning. So like if you go to certain countries, so their definition of hand gestures will definitely sometimes will be different than our interpretation, our culture. So this would be the ritual symbols, yeah. And then the next one, it is applied to various contexts, media, interpersonal communication. So this is where the cross-cultural plays a very important role for businessmen to be able to understand when they are doing business, yeah. To, for example, an American and Japan, so Japanese, so they have two different cultures. The theory highlights the importance of cultural sensitivity and emphasizes the interconnectedness of culture, communication, and social institution. So, application for the social cultural theory has wide-ranging application in media, like I mentioned just now, communication. It helps to analyze how cultural values are reflected in media content. In interpersonal communication, it aids in understanding cultural differences in interactions pattern. In organizational setting, it examines how corporate culture impact communication methods. So, corporate culture tend to differ from one company to another. So, in a way applies this skill as well, this theory as well. Next. Okay, let's now look at the critical review. We have strength limitation. Okay, like any theory, the social cultural approach has its strength and limitation. The strengths include cultural sensitivity, which is a comprehensive uh, approach, flexible and practical applicability, whereas the limitations involve potential overemphasis on cultural factors, complexity in application, challenges with the dynamic cultural norms. So this would be two different strength and limitation of this particular theory. Let us now move on to the comparison of this theory and another theory. So I tend to choose, we have this Shannon-Weaver model and Laswell communication model, where both are two different sets, a tangent. If you compare it to social and for this social cultural theory, uh, the Shannon-Weaver model tend to focus more on technical aspect. If you look at, they have this, encodes, and then you have to decode or receiver and feedbacks, yeah, and communication channel. So a lot of it's very very technical. It's very very scientific in a way. It's quite hard. Where Laswell's communication model focuses on the effect. Who is the communicator? Say what is the message? In what channel is the medium? In which channel is the medium? To whom? So this would be more Laswell communication model is more like a detective like uh, theory, where they tend to ask a lot of questions. And then coming back to our social cultural theory, it is more focused or emphasized on role of social and cultural setting. Let me just read this. We have today the theory remain highly relevant. It helps us to understand communication in context of globalization, digital media, and increasingly increase in diversity. It also being integrated with other theories to address contemporary communication theory challenges. Yeah. So next, let's now move to the next one. Oh yeah, the conclusion. Uh, as we discussed just now, social theory remains relevant in contemporary communication studies, particularly in understanding globalization, digital media, diversity, and intercultural communication. Okay, uh, by yeah, recognizing the role of cultural and social context, we can communicate more effectively across various settings and cultures. So, critical evaluation of this theory, considering its strength and limitation, is very, very pivotal, very, very essential for a nuanced understanding of communication. Well, I guess that is all from me. A very strict forward theory, which I've given you some comparison just now. So I hope that this theory will be able to I have managed to enlighten, touch a bit on the communication theory, since we are looking at the advanced communication theory class. So hopefully uh, I was able to deliver the presentation. Thank you very much, Doctor, for giving me the chance to present. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.